So, some of the words, purpose, passion, being practical, customer focused, student for life, persistent, true to yourself. I think wonderful to hear them. Now I'm going to ask each one question, but be ready with your question. It's important that we have an interactive session. So to Kiran Bedi, my question is, even here we saw, you connect with youth. Youth identify or want to interact with you. You connect with youth very well. How do you manage to connect across generations? What is the magic there?
I become the age which I'm addressing. That's it.
Very quick answer. Very quick answer. So to Rajkumar, actually, government. There is no need to innovate. Actually, no need to do anything. I'm told that the best way to survive in government is don't do anything. Then you will not get pulled up. But how do you, how do you keep actually, motivate yourself, and how do you want to drive yourself actually? What drives you?
Yeah, in fact, the premium on the making mistakes is much higher, but then the driving force is self-satisfaction.
Okay, everybody is very short on their answer. To Sudha, there's a perception that creativity, innovation, and discipline are two opposite ends. But I have seen you actually. He's extremely disciplined. And what is your, I think it's on. So what is your view of creativity, innovation, and discipline?
It's a wrong concept that creative people are not disciplined. That's really not true. Actually, because I'm disciplined, I could do both. Actually, you require a discipline, then only you can achieve the target. Whenever I'm in a mood, I will write 2 lines. Whenever I'm in town, I will attend the office. Then it won't work that way. You should not waste your time. You should calculate, because whether you are rich or poor, God gives you only 24 hours. Okay? He won't give more. Or she won't give more. Okay? You have to discipline your time and prioritize which is important. Gossip is important, attending a wedding is important, going for a session is important, or writing is important. After office hours, I discipline everything. During office hours, I will not write, I will not talk about literature. So I have developed my both parts of the brain in such a way that you have to be scientific, you should be analytical, and you should also be creative, and should be disciplined. Then only you can do a lot more. I gave a larger, bigger answer than these two together.
Thank you. Thank you. To Shashi Deshpande, I think your first publication was 1978, and so it's almost 20 plus years, 30 plus years. Thank you for correcting me. What is the secret of this longevity? How do you it's spanning generations, but what is the secret of being in in that creative area for so long actually?
Like I said, I have something to say, and I will go on writing as long as I have that to say. The day I feel I have nothing to say, I will stop. So far it has not happened. So even today, I get up in the morning with a spring in my step to go to my table. I'm waiting to get up and go to my table. As long as that is there, I'm happy.
Okay, as promised, please ask your questions. It can be directed to anyone. Now, I really want your question, just like the answers were, to be short, to the point, so that we can have a good interactive session. So if your question is very long, I'm going to take the liberty to cut you and go to the next person. So go ahead. Please, okay, he has a microphone, so please identify yourself very briefly and then ask your question.
Hello panelists, my name is Manish. I represent the company which has been talked about the entire day and also for the recent times as a benchmark for innovation, that is Tata Motors. Definitely Tata Nano has been in the limelight for over the last couple of years and the times ahead. Definitely it was a vision of our...
Question.
I'll directly come to questions, sir. Definitely it has been a vision of our leader. But finally, who did it? The end workers, the young engineers. The challenge which I feel, and I would like to request the esteemed panelist here, that definitely the vision and all is from senior leaders. But finally, how to bring out the culture among a worker, a daily wage worker, or a young person who's only concerned on his end of the month salary, and at the end of year maybe his appraisal, to bring about such vision in himself also, to such change which can impact not only the company but as a society as a whole, which like we did in Tata.
Okay. So let me ask Dr. Kiran Bedi, how do you get people to do extraordinary things? You know, you've managed a large number of people over the years, you know, in police, in other spheres of life. So how do you motivate them? How do you get them to buy into your vision?
Very simple in your case, very simple in Nano case, and I think applicable generally. Make him a shareholder. That's it. He must be a stakeholder. If he does not see a stake, if he thinks he's only working for you and you're only going to get richer, but he stays where he is, then you'll have to continue to somehow motivate, inspire him. But after a while, he might just cool down. Therefore, he must feel that with your growth is his growth, and the sky is the limit even for him. Then you see you won't have to go and recharge him every time. He'll remain recharged because he'll see the horizon shifting like yours all the time.
Hi, good evening everybody. I'm Gaurav Kataria from a firm called Feedback Consulting. My question is directed to Dr. Kiran Bedi. I've been a keen follower of your work, and I've always been intrigued with how easy was it to shift from an IPS kind of profile to the social, entrepreneurial, and giving back to the society kind of thing. Was it something that came within you and you've always wanted to do that, or were there incidents in life that made you make that change?
Very simple again. My policing was nothing but social engineering. It is actually all about. Unfortunately, we don't think like this. Policing is legal social engineering because after all, it's all for welfare of people. It's providing larger security, but based on truth, based on integrity. That's what it is. And since that was where I was working, that was the basis, that basis remained because of my two non-profit organizations which had grown while I was in service. So for me, there was no shift. It was only the shift of focus.
Hello, madam.
No, fine.
My question is to Kiran, respected Kiran madam again. As a common man or a good citizen, what can I do and be innovative to make India a more safer nation?
Innovate.
Hello everybody, I am Professor Kshatriya from Symbiosis. I have a very specific question to Bedi ma'am. I'm sorry, I'm again asking the same person. Ma'am, I just want to know from you, what kind of innovation should we bring into jails? How can we bring in technology to the people who are not connected to the world?
Oh, into the prisons? Into the prisons?
Yeah.
What makes you interested there?
No, I mean,
that's a very interesting question.
Can we change the lives of those people?
Oh, %. You can change them %, and it's possible in India. Take education to them, and absolutely cost-free. When I educated 10,000 prisoners at a time in Tihar jail. I spent not a penny. You can follow the model. The model is send used school books to the prison and make prisoners, educated prisoners, the teachers. Once you make educated prisoners the teachers, and yes, send used school books to the prison, and once it's a policy decision that prisoners must get educated,